All right, welcome to another one of my painting videos. As you can see, we're going to do a black canvas today. I covered the canvas today in black gesso and covered it in alizarin crimson as well, and a little bit of phthalo blue up here. We're going to do a nice sunset. We're going to attempt a nice sunset today, so enjoy. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to get our 2-inch brush and we're going to go into a little bit of the white here. A little bit of the white. And we're going to start off by putting our brush in the middle of the canvas like this and just like so. There we go. A little bit more of the white. There, it's picking up some of this blue color right now. Picking up a little bit of the blue color. And the alizarin, of course, you're not going to be able to see that very well because it's mixed in with the blue, but it's looking a little bit of a purplish color that we got going here. It looks really good. There we go. Not sure how well you're going to be able to see that, but sort of an evening scene, so the light is kind of fading away as the sun sets. There we go. Tell you what, I'm going to put another little bit of alizarin crimson on there. There we go, just to bring it out a little bit. There we are. Touch more crimson, a little bit of white. And with the blue already there, it makes sort of a lavender color. There we are. Something about like that. I'm just going to go back and forth. That looks like a pretty little sky already, doesn't it? Kind of a darkish tone to it, but that's okay. I'm going to clean our brush. And wipe it off in a paper towel. And we're set to go again. Now we're going to grab a little bit of the bright yellow here. We're going to come down right about here, make a little bright spot in the center here. There we are. And I'm going to take a smaller brush for this. Just going to go into a little bit of the yellow here. And right about here, I'm just going to make a bright little yellow spot right in there. Maybe a little bit of white in with that. A little bit of white. Maybe the sun is just setting. Maybe it's just setting. Now you got to be careful not to bring the yellow up into the blue. It'll make a green color, and you won't want that. A little bit more yellow. There we go. Maybe that's the sun just going down over the horizon. Not being able to see it all that well. Okay. And we're just going to take the brush and just back and forth once again. Make sure everything is blended through, that's all. Okay. Now we're going to take a little fan brush and we're going to take a little bit of the white, touch of alizarin crimson here, and a little bit of phthalo blue. Just mix it in. The blue is so much stronger than the crimson, so I'm going to use a lot more crimson than blue. All right. So maybe, oops, I'm not going to be able to see that very well. There we go. Here we got a few little clouds just growing right up here. These are just little stringy clouds. Won't be able to see them all that well, but they're there. There we go. You see it's picking up that blue color and it's giving a kind of a bluish effect to the sky. Now it's coming down here and picking up some crimson. It's really nice. Okay, now I'm going to take the dry brush, make sure it's dry. Just going to go, I'm just pulling in one direction. Just pulling in one direction. Whoops, I'm actually pulled in two directions that time. Okay. I think this would be better if I use a bigger brush. There we go, that's better. Just blend that in there. Blend it in. And notice, of course, I didn't come down to the yellow because that would have made a green sky. That's not what we're looking for here. Okay. I'm going to clean out the fan brush. Okay, now maybe we got ourselves a two little trees sticking up. So we'll take a little bit of the yellow ochre and a little bit of the phthalo blue, and we'll make a nice greenish color. Nice greenish color. Get to the blue side. Maybe we'll put a little bit of crimson in there too, just to make it a bit darker. All right, now maybe here, a little bit of white in there too, maybe. There we go. Maybe here we'll take and put some nice little trees right here in the foreground. Right in the foreground of the sunset. I'll tell you what, those aren't showing up too well. So, I'm going to put in a little bit of Van Dyke brown, a little bit of crimson in there. A couple of dark colors so they'll show up a little bit better. There we go, that's better. There we go. Maybe they come up like that. Even got a bit of a greenish hue to them, which is nice. Okay. I like how trees are showing up against that yellow, bit of yellow in the sky. Okay. It's nice, isn't it? Okay. clean out the fan brush. Wipe it off on a paper towel. Now we're going to take a little tiny bit of white, not much, so a little bit of white into the fan brush. And we're just going to tip the fan brush up like this and just go like that. That'll give the indication of some little trunks. See that? Gives the indication of a few little tree trunks far away. Okay. All right. Now let's go back to the big 2-inch brush here. And let's see. I'm going to get a little bit of sap green here, I think. A little bit of sap green and a little bit of the yellow ochre. Just going to tap that really hard into the brush. We're going to make ourselves a little bit of a piece of land right here. So maybe right up here. Maybe it goes all the way across, just like so. There we are. Maybe it just comes over like that. We don't know. Come right over here like so. Okay. All right, now let's take a little bit of the yellow ochre here. A little bit of yellow ochre. We're going to make a nice little reflection of the sunset right here. So, I'm going to take this and just pull down. That didn't work out too well, so we're going to add a little bit more color. There we go, that's better. Now, it all depends on what way you want to go with this. If you want to bring this over to the side a little bit, if you want to make a recessed area in there, it's entirely up to you. There we go. See that? Isn't that nice? And you can do this as to any brightness you want. Maybe it comes up here like so. There we go. Sometimes you need a lot of yellow on the brush to get a good effect. Maybe it comes up like that too, who knows? Like so. Pardon me, excuse me. Now, you want to take this and just go all the way across, like so, all the way across. Just like that. Nice illusion of water right there. Now, my land needs to be a little bit more clear, a little bit more brighter down here. So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit more color right here. And a little bit more right down here. And maybe up here we got a nice little tree. So let's see. Let's take a little bit of Van Dyke Brown, alizarin crimson, maybe a bit of sap green. So I want a nice dark color, something about like that. And maybe now is decision time. Where are we going to put our tree? Maybe we'll put it right up here. Maybe it comes out like that. And it might look a bit darker right now. We're going to put some color into this. I'm going to put a little bit of color into this very soon. Make it stand out. See, it pushes this to the background as well. That's very important. Add layers and add the illusion of distance. It comes out like that. Looks out over the trees and the bay and all that fun stuff. Little stream, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now we're going to clean the brush off. Okay. All right, now we're going to add a little bit more of the yellow ochre. A little bit of yellow ochre and a touch of sap green, but not much. I don't want to add much sap green to this, just enough to notice. All right, now maybe just a little bit at a time, we're just going to start adding a few little leaves onto the tree here, just like so. And I'm trying not to hit randomly. I'm trying to make it so it looks like a nice little tree there in the background. Or a nice big tree. There we go. Boy, this is pretty, isn't it? It's wonderful. Wonderful to be able to see this kind of thing. All takes a little bit of imagination. That's it. There we go. Boy, that's nice. Okay. Maybe we'll add a little bit more brightness down here. Maybe the sun is getting at this a little bit more and causing it to look a little bit brighter. There we go. All right, now we'll take our fan brush and let's see, a little Van Dyke Brown, touch of sap green, maybe a little crimson one. All right, now we're going to need a trunk for this. So we're just going to go right on down. Maybe we're going to have a little bit of the trunk missing. Maybe it's hiding behind these limbs here. Maybe it's hiding behind the limbs. Need a couple of big trunks to hold this tree up. Okay. You know what? Maybe there's another tree over here. Maybe there's another one right over here. There we go. Maybe there's another one right over here. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're going to get a little bit more, without cleaning the brush, I'm going to get a little bit more of the yellow ochre. Same colors I had on the other one. But to this one, I'm going to add a touch of alizarin crimson. Just a touch. I want this to have a hint of orange, not much. And the same thing with this tree. very, very careful. Not trying to hit it random. I'm just trying to make it so it looks like a nice tree. There we go. Nice little tree. Now, I'm not going to put a trunk in this one because maybe the trunk is off the canvas. Maybe you can't see it. Maybe you can't see this trunk. Put a little bit more of this yellow ochre. Okay. Well, I think that's a finished painting. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and hope you join me once again next time for another nice painting. So thanks everyone for watching, and have a great day.